Alright guys, it's me, Sticks, for another video, and there's something I want to talk to you guys about. First I gotta find a spot to put my camera. I'll just put it on my bag here. So the one thing I wanted to, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about was how I dress. So I've been hiking a little. I gotta adjust you guys here. I've been hiking a little bit and starting to work up a little bit of a sweat. So I'm starting to work up a little bit of a sweat. You don't want to do that, especially when it's cold outside, and especially if it's going to get colder at nighttime. You don't want to work up a sweat. So I go out with all the layers that I think I'm gonna need, and I go out like that, and then I start walking and stuff, and I start feeling warm. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maybe take off my toque here, and you know, that'll cool me off a little bit. And then I start walking a little bit more, and I get even warmer. So I got this wool sweater here, and it keeps me pretty warm. So I unzip it and maybe roll up my sleeves a little bit. You know, that'll keep me a little bit cooler too. But eventually, especially once I start hacking up firewood, once I get to where I'm going and stuff like that, I'm gonna get pretty warm. So one thing I'm gonna do, and don't mind me, this is gonna look awkward, but I'm gonna take off my wool sweater. Take off my wool sweater and I hang it up somewhere where it's not gonna touch the snow too much. Like right there. And there we go. Now I can get to work. I can start cutting wood and stuff like that. I'm not gonna sweat too much. And I have thermals underneath here and everything too. If I get any warmer, I can take off another layer. And that's the thing about layers. Everybody thinks that layers, you're gonna put on a bunch of layers and you're gonna stay super warm. Yeah, that's true. You're gonna stay warm if you put on a bunch of layers, but the reason for layering is not to stay warm, per se. It's so that you can take layers off once you get too warm. If you're hiking or cutting wood, or you know, you're around a campfire and start to get warm and stuff like that, that's what layers is for. So you can take layers off. It's to regulate your body temperature, because everybody knows if you get too warm out in the winter, and then you know, you sit down for a little bit, it starts cooling off and stuff, and eventually you're just going to be cold because you've been sweating. So that's what the reason for layering is. Everybody thinks it's for staying warm, but it's not. It's so that you can take layers off and cool down and regulate your body temperature. And in turn, you're going to stay warm because you're not sweating. And when it gets cold, you can put your layers back on and you're not sweating. And yeah, that's what layers are for. So that's one of the things that I want to talk to you about. I got a few videos that I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get out into the country like I usually do. I have a piece of land that I like to go to out in the country, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. So today I am in a park. Well, it's not really a park. It's kind of like a creek bed or whatever. You know, people come walking through here all the time though, but I guess it's kind of like a park. But yeah, I'm gonna do a couple videos. I'm gonna do a couple reviews on some gear that I have. There's some squirrels over there. I got a firebox that I'm gonna do a review on. I'm gonna do a review on a bunch of my saws that I carry with me and why I carry them with me. Some new gear that I got. I mean, the firebox and some of the saws I've had for a while. But I have a couple new things that I want to show you guys, and I'm pretty happy that I got them, so stay tuned for that. Cheers guys and gals.